What's happening, everybody? Jeff Lightsy Jr. here with the Ball Sports Network. Thank you guys for the continued support. Continue to hit the like, share, subscribe, and the notification bell as I upload videos every single day. Now, football is here, and I already said my spiel about what I think the NFL should do with all the criticisms that's coming, but we've knocked that out already. Let's talk about some actual football, and the games are going to be played on the Sunday, the Thursdays, sometimes Saturdays, and mostly Sundays moving forward, as we got some predictions. Super Bowl predictions. Super Bowl 55 this year. Played in Tampa, Florida. Now, a lot of people out there think this will be the first time that a team that the Super Bowl is being hosted will play in their home stadium during the Super Bowl. I am not one of those people. As I do not think the Buccaneers are going to the Super Bowl. But before we get there, I want to talk about the AFC because that's what matters. My three favorite quarterbacks are over in the AFC. Deshaun Watson, Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson. Deshaun Watson team just ain't good enough. I'm sorry, Deshaun. You had it. You don't no more. It is what it is. The Tennessee Titans are a good story, but they're not going to do nothing. It's between Mahomes and Lamar. Lamar's got a perfect team. I'm not going to say a perfect team, but a pretty doggone good team. The Ravens, they have everything. They have a tight end, a Pro Bowl tight end, MVP quarterback, J.K. Dobbins, Mark Ingram in the backfield. Their outside receivers could be a little better, but they have speed on the outside. Duvernay from Texas, they drafted. They got Marquise Brown. Willie Snead's a solid receiver. They got players on the outside that can really play. And then, obviously, like I said, the offensive line led by Orlando Brown, who is a Pro Bowl, All-Pro kind of guy. And they're led by the league MVP. He's out to prove himself. And a lot of people don't think there's another level that Lamar can achieve, but I believe that Lamar can turn it up. Obviously, we're going to harp on his playoff, the non-success that he's having in the playoffs, simply because he has so much success, 19-3, as a starter during the regular season. And that's understandable. It's fair. Whatever. He hasn't played his best in his 2 playoff games. The man's 23 years old. Hasn't played his best in the playoffs. Okay. Let's see what he does this year. And I think this year is going to be a big one for him. I think him adding an extra team in the AFC isn't good for anybody, right? Like, no, 2 teams don't get double bye, just 1 team. But I think that's why the Ravens will go 14-2, and it puts more pressure on the regular season too, by the way. And the Ravens are going to go 14-2 and get to the AFC Championship game, where they will see the defending Super Bowl champions, Kansas City Chiefs, because Patrick Mahomes is that good. As long as he isn't banged up, as long as he's not hurt, they're going to be in the running. They're going to be a great team, even though the defense, I think they finally got it together. Towards like the last 4 weeks of the season last year, they finally got it together. And Mahomes, obviously, he proven that no matter how much he's down, he's always still in the game because they're so explosive on offense with Watkins and Kelsey and Tyreek Hill, McCole Hardman, and they drafted the running back Clyde Edwards-Helaire. They're always in the game. So Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs are going to be great. It's going to be the Ravens versus the Chiefs. And this is a big thing. I think Lamar and the Ravens are going to get it. I think the Ravens are going to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl this year down in Tampa. I think Lamar Jackson is going to find a way to put it together. I believe in Lamar's talent. I think when you're that talented, you find a way to put it all together and to finally garner some success in the playoffs that results in you getting to the Super Bowl. So I think the Ravens are in the Super Bowl. Boom. Ravens represent the AFC. Over in the NFC, which to me is a lot more competitive. Top to bottom, the NFC is a better conference. You got the Ravens and the Chiefs, but that's the thing. You know it's going to be the Ravens and the Chiefs. Over the NFC, you got the 49ers. You got Dallas. You got the Seattle. You got the Packers. You got the Vikings. You got, you know what I'm saying? You got the Bears, who could be something. Mitchell Trubisky's their quarterback. Bears ain't going to be nothing. But you got some competition, stiff competition over in the NFC. A lot more competition to me than in the AFC when you take away. And then, oh my God, I forgot about them. Tampa Bay, Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Saints. So it is, the NFC is a gauntlet. It is a gauntlet with great quarterbacks. It is a gauntlet with great teams. Way more teams, way better teams over in the NFC than the AFC. Let's just be real. In the NFC, it's going to be tough, man. Tampa Bay, I think they're going to be a really good team. I think they won't be a great team until about week 11 or 12. I think it's going to take them the first 2/3 of the season to really get things together in Tampa Bay. But once they get it together, because Tom Brady is so great, and I still think he's got some juice in the tank, they're going to be put on a run. Them last like 6 weeks of the season, they're going to put on a run and give people headaches. If they can just hold it together while they find out everything, not having an offseason, not having a preseason, and things like that. The Saints, I think the Saints are going to roll. They locked up Michael Thomas, the Kamara. They're going to get his contract together. And Drew Brees, I think it's Drew Brees' last year to be great. I do. I think this is Drew because we saw some regression towards the end of last year. His arm didn't look as great. He didn't play well. And I'm a Drew Brees lover. I done picked him to go to the Super Bowl the last 2 years, and they've let me down both times. So, will I do it a third time? I don't know. Over in the NFCs, you got the Cowboys and the Eagles. Carson Wentz. I mean, obviously, the Giants and the Washington are going to be bad teams. They'll be top 5, top 10 picks. They'll be fighting for Justin Fields or somebody. Carson Wentz versus Dak. I've been a big Wentz versus Dak. I'm a Wentz over Dak guy, but I think Dak's gonna get paid more than Wentz and Deshaun Watson. I've already made that be known, but I think Dallas has what it takes to be the best team in this division. Will Mike McCarthy? I think he's an upgrade over Jason Garrett. But I need to see what McCarthy's offense looks like. Even with Ezekiel Elliott, who hasn't been explosive the last couple of years, even with the offensive line, which is getting older, I think Dallas could have a really solid team. That defense scares me. I don't know what's on the back end. I don't know what DeMarcus Lawrence is going to give me. I don't know how good Randy Gregory is going to be. You know, your linebackers weren't as good last year, and they didn't have a pass rush for their benefit. And then the back end is a bunch of guys I don't know. So Dallas has a big bunch of question marks over on the defensive end. And I need to see what McCarthy's offense is going to look like. So with all that being said, the Vikings, I think they'll be great. I think they'll be a good team. Aaron Rodgers, 13-3, I think they'll regress a little bit. But with all that being said, in the NFC, to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl versus the Baltimore Ravens. You're going to kill me. I'm picking the Saints. I think the Saints, this is their last year. And see, with Brady and the Buccaneers, I think they'll be good again next year. I'm not sure about the Saints. The Saints and Michael Thomas and Drew Brees, he faded at the end of last year. So I think that hopefully he can get it together. And this will be their last year to really make a Super Bowl run. So I'm picking the Saints versus the Ravens. My Super Bowl 50 champions on September 10th, the opening day of NFL football, is the Baltimore Ravens. Super Bowl 55, it goes to Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, Mark Ingram, big trust, taking home the Super Bowl. That's my pick on September 10th, 2020. We'll see you guys in February if it makes any sense. So Ravens versus Saints. Ravens take it home. Big trust brings them home the Super Bowl. Baltimore Ravens. This is Jeff Lightsy Jr. Thank you guys for watching, sticking to me. I post videos every single day. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. We'll see if I'm right in February.